Hi guys, today's another video. I'm going to do a second mukbang video. Okay, so today, this is like, I woke up late today again, so this is like a late lunch. I have, let me see, how am I gonna do this? Oh my God. All right, let me just show you. I have 3 pieces of guacamole toast, a tossed salad with seasoning, lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers, and Progresso brand soup. Now this soup is weird. It's called Italian style wedding. Meatballs with carrots and spinach and chicken broth. I never heard of that title before. It's interesting. So that's my lunch. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how I could prop this up. Get rid of that can. I never heard soup titled Italian style wedding. That's really strange. Anyway, okay. All right, so now I want to talk about a continuation video of eating healthy. Okay, my daughter, once she got married, she mentioned to me that she was no longer going to eat unhealthy, that her health was important to her. Her husband is no longer, well, he was already a vegan before he met my daughter, so my daughter wanted to make some positive changes in her diet, and she told me about giving up red meat, giving up dairy, and doing her research on dairy. And something really shocked me and surprised me and also disgusted me about dairy, cow's milk, and how, oh my God, I was almost in tears because I used to purchase cow's milk all the time, blindly buying it, not knowing anything about it, taking everyone's word for it, and thinking that it was good for you. When I read this article my daughter brought to my attention, it was so disgusting. I could not believe I was consuming a product that was toxic to my system. So I immediately stopped purchasing cow's milk. Because I read this article online and I was just dumbfounded. I couldn't believe what I was reading. I was in shock. So I purchased, it was the first brand I purchased of milk was, I'm trying to think. Oh, the So Delicious brand. I had to get used to different types of milk that were dairy free. And gradually I became comfortable with drinking this type of milk. And I gradually looked at my diet and what I was putting in my body and decided, you know what, I have to make some changes because I want to be around to see my grandchild grow. And I have a family history of high cholesterol, obesity, and possibly heart disease. Both my parents are deceased. My mother passed away at the age of 65. And growing up, she was considered obese because her height was 5'1", and she looked about maybe 300 pounds. She never told me her weight. I never even knew how much she weighed, but she didn't look skinny. And my father's tall and skinny. He passed away at the age of 75. But my concern lies with my issues with, since I stopped smoking cigarettes, since I stopped drinking, I have issues with my thyroid, and I have high cholesterol. I'm taking medication to help with these symptoms. And the last time I visited my physician, I was informed that I was a digit away from type 2 diabetes. So I'm terrified. And I'm really considering seeking out a nutritionist because I had some issues with my feet one time. I'm a walker, and one day I was feeling like pain in when I'm walking. I'm like, what is this? I was really concerned. The next day, I would get out of bed, and I felt like I was so much, it's hard to describe the pain I was feeling. I never felt a pain like that in my life. Just by getting out of bed, just by having a walk that day, and then getting out of bed the next day, it was like I had just had surgery on my feet or something. You know what that feeling you get when you're just coming out of surgery and you feel like you have to take baby steps. And I was feeling like I was walking on hot coals. It was a feeling I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. And currently, I have not experienced that feeling in both my feet. I think in like a year or two. Oh my God, I don't know what caused it, but I was thinking, because I read somewhere when you have diabetes, pins and needles are symptoms that you experience in your feet when you're walking. Or the next day you start to, it's just horrible. The cholesterol has been out of control since 2004, when I wasn't taking any medicine for it. I just let it go. Like, it wasn't a big concern to me until I started regularly going to my doctor's appointments and having physicals and having blood drawn, that I was being informed that this is a serious situation I'm experiencing. So I asked my physician, what can be done? What can I do to help myself in terms of alleviating these? I felt I was in danger because my cholesterol levels were in the 200s. It scared me. I was terrified because I don't want to have a stroke or a heart attack because of my high cholesterol. And I've been trying so hard to rid my diet of toxic foods like red meat, butter, margarine, eggs, and I switched to a different kind of margarine. Well, it's not it's a butter substitute. I'm going to be right back. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but this is the brand I've switched to. No longer butter, margarine, like I used to. I'm trying my hardest because, like I said, I want to be around for my grandson and watch him grow and get married and graduate high school, things like that. This is Smart Balance, no GMO, non-GMO, supports healthy cholesterol levels, organic, certified. And this is like a buttery spread. It's organic. It says 60% less saturated fat, 0 grams of trans fat, Smart Balance, tastes great, gluten-free, and it's an excellent source of omega-3. So that's the brand. I'll put it down in the description box if you're concerned about cholesterol and, eating right, So my health is important to me. And, I think one of my other videos I mentioned that I have like I've gained weight in my middle area, which is, concerning me. I don't like it, but they say as you age, they call it the middle age spread or the middle, something like that. So it's just something that I have to come to grips with. you know, as people age, their bodies change, and I'm not happy with it, but what am I going to do? I have to. I know one thing, I can do something about it. That's for sure. So I have to make a plan and stick with it and be consistent. My daughter at one time mentioned her gym pass, her gym membership. I could use it if I wanted to. Sometimes I have like a little anxiety, social anxiety. I've been noticing that sometimes prevents me from doing things I would like to do. Like going out and meeting people and doing this and that around in public. I have anxiety real bad at times. But anyway, I bought like a treadmill. I think I mentioned this in the other video. I bought a treadmill, and it's not motorized. I have to really work on it. There's levers you switch up to get a high resistance where you have to work real hard. You'll break out in a sweat, which is good, and it'll prove that you're burning the calories off. I did that one time, and excuse me, my chair. I'm going further down in this chair. I did that. Let me see if I can show you this treadmill. See, there it is. I got some things on there. This is it. It's not motorized. So I bought that on Amazon. And I was really excited when I bought it. I said, oh my God, this may help me with, my issues with weight gain. But I think my weight gain is due to the sedentary lifestyle, and the medication I'm on contributes to my weight gain. And so I'm looking forward to the summer so I could walk on the track, which is a few blocks away from me. It's not too far. I love walking, and I may just start to run because I'm not sloppy fat. I just have the middle, and that's really the only thing that I'm not happy about is my midsection. I have the waist trainers. I bought 2 waist trainers that I use every now and then when I go out. When I'm walking, I use them to break a sweat. I'm going to see something here. All right, I'm going to do a part 2.